Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I think we should be here. Hello. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little late. It's early. It's early. We're doing an early one. I almost did like a late night one, but I wasn't sure if people liked it more if I did these in the morning. Who was texting me in the morning? Golly. Don't be texting me in the morning. I do declare. But thank you for everybody who's already popping in and whatnot. Very appreciative. We're going to be reading some One Piece today. That looks like that link is not working, so hopefully this other link works today. Usually the Discord link works, but it ain't this time around, which is weird. Also, give me all that dark mode, I do declare. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, everybody. 6 concurrent viewers. Don't know why it says that. I've been waiting. I guess it would. We didn't have a break last week, did we? No. Yes. Yes, we did. We did have a break last week, so it's been a bit, hasn't it? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me see if I'm in. I got all real quick. Make sure. I gotta be like, oh my God, it's like my pretty nails. And then go back out. Not to that, just to that. There we go. Well, that's better. That's better. But I gotta click on the right one of these things. Okay, my dog is being a little silly right now. What button is it? Which one is it? There we go. There we go. That's the right one. Now we got that, and we're gonna put the little circles on so I don't get sued. Put my little funny circles on. Hey! Y'all stop. Y'all stop. Y'all cut it out. Y'all cut it out. Separating y'all. We're a little silly today, but we're gonna get to the chapter. You know, I've been futzing around for too long, keeping y'all waiting and whatnot, so we're gonna get to it. Last week, things were running amok. More of the Giants were being Domi reversied. It was so sad. Feels like there's no hope for the Straw Hats upstairs. Except for Frankie. Frankie's doing something. Frankie's with Ripley. You know, last place we saw Frankie, technically, he was near the giant pirate ship. And that ship did get destroyed by the Nightmare Mothers. So it would be safe to assume, I hope he's doing something cooler, but it would be safe to assume that he's just like fixing that ship. Also, is Kuma still on that ship? Where's Kuma? Where's Kuma's body? What happened to Kuma's body? Still got to figure that out. He might be helpful in the situation. I don't know. Maybe not. But regardless, we're gonna get to the chapter. Chapter 1152, an awful day. Oh boy. That's something. That's a after last chapter? Cuz last chapter's was like, don't worry, I got this. Wasn't it literally? Oh, 151.5. Oh, there was a little special fan letter thing. I'll read that today too. I get the idea. Okay, I guess that's the Viz name of it. Then this one is an awful day. Goodness gracious. All right, Yamato. Hanging out with Kawamatsu. Received Otama's hat. Good for him. And Ulti is there too. No spoilers, Mr. Bones. But I'm excited for a good chapter. I'll try not to rush. I am a little late, but it'll be fine. I'll just wiggle my other computer if I have to. But Hopefully, we're getting closer to something happening with Yamato. We'll see. You know, fingers crossed, but, you know, who knows. Oda note, bread is delicious. Oh, no. Oda's a bread eater. How dare he? Toast spreads and lunch packs are good. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Oh, I love bread. That's my personality. I love bread. You do you, Oda. Abnormal hockey emanates from the realm of the sun. Oh my gosh. I sure hope Luffy's in this chapter because I put him in the gosh darn thumbnail this time. I'm living on a prayer. Like, surely he must be. Let's hurry to the left. Gerd, we'll leave this sack of filth in your care. Got it. Okay, so they're leaving Loki still. They're still... What has been going on down there? Like, he goes down there to, like, free him, and then Hiruden's like, no. And then Loki's like, ah, but I'm actually hurt. And they've been taking care of him now, but now there's problems. They're still not going to let him go, even though Luffy did technically problems or something. I don't know. I guess he's not leaving yet. We'll see. Unless he just means road. That would be mean. No. Be careful. I shall dedicate all my might to this Gerd. I'm not doing the pet name stuff. I ain't got the voice for that today. Hiruden, move it. Let's get going. So did they like convert their sky ship into like an elevator instead? That's interesting. That's fun. Or maybe it just always was. I better stay too, Luffy. I can't be useful in the story. No, I have to be doctoring. Okay, Chopper did his one thing last chapter, and that's his one Chopper did his one Elbaf thing last chapter. That's it. We still need the Chopper thing for him to be like, he needs to follow up on the, hey, what's up with your hockey, sir? What's up? How did you beat that guy? We still need that follow-up, Chopper, so we need that before you just leave. Oh, I guess he's working on Scopper, so, yeah. Yasan's wounds are too severe. We can't move him yet. Got it. I'll leave it to you. You stay here and not fight and be important. You stay down here. Oi, Straw Hat Luffy. Be mindful of the way you use Conqueror's Haki. Oh, training? Advice. Not training. Advice. Don't. Anything. Those guys are by no means immortal. Huh? Thanks. You can count on me. I'll save Colin and his friends no matter what. Yeah! Yeah! Luffy having objectives! Luffy has an objective! Finally! When was the last time Luffy had, like, an objective and determination? It's been a while. He kind of had that on Egghead. But he was just like, the old man told me to get him out, so I, like, kind of helped him get out, kind of. But I'm just kind of chilling. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Egghead, he was just kind of going with the flow, not gonna lie. Sonny, you're going crazy. Sonny's going crazy. Sonny, you gonna read? See, that's Luffy. That's Luffy. That's Luffy. That's Luffy. That's Luffy. I like Luffy. That's a good drawing of Luffy. I like Luffy. Yaban. Sorry, I keep saying it like that because TCB does it like that. That just made it click for me. I wasn't able to put it into words before. My own power. I'm the only one left who's faced these knights before. I know I can beat them. Take me, free me, and take me with you, Hiruden. Sunny is sweet. She's a sweetie. Chopper, though, not this Chopper. This Chopper's being kind of a bum again. That Chopper, though, was being more of a bum. So he's locked out. I like this though. I feel like this is confirming though that it's just like using Conqueror's Haki in a specific way, which I always figured that, you know. I was like, yeah, probably. That's how that works. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, are we getting a third power set? Are we getting the fourth type of Haki now? For whatever this is, are we getting devil Haki?" I'm like, no, it's just gonna be a different way to use Conqueror's Haki. This is I figured. I wasn't able to put words before my own power. I'm the only one who's left to face these knights before I know I can beat them. Free me and take me with you, Hiruden. And look at that, he's just sitting up now. He's like, hey, come on. You fighting for Elbaf? Like I'd ever take you with us. There's another in your group who uses Conqueror's Haki. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh no, we're getting into it. We're getting into it now. We're getting into it now. Is it me? Oh no. I knew it. With how things were going, Mosshead and Jinbei were about to usurp me. Oh no, why'd you even mention Jim? Oh no, you shouldn't have even mentioned Jinbei. Now the floodgates are opening up right now. Oh no. Oh, Sanji fans. Oh no. Oh no. You there, swordsman. Your body seems to be growing accustomed to it. Zoro didn't even know he's been using it. Didn't even realize it. I mean, we all knew. Oh, no. But, you know what? Sanji, thinks he's got that dog in him. Which means that he probably does. He just doesn't yet. That's the cope. That's the cope. That's the cope, everyone. You know? It seems like he has the willpower to have Conqueror's Haki. He just hasn't unlocked it yet, you know? But if he's like, I want it, then he'll probably get it eventually. Cope. That's a cope. But ooh, why'd you even bring Jinbei into the conversation? That's embarrassing, Sanji. That's embarrassing. Oh no. Your body seems to be growing accustomed to it. I have Conqueror's Haki? What? You didn't know? It's been oozing off of you. This is good. This is good. This is good. I love it. These two they're all idiots. I was about to say, these two guys are idiots. All three of these guys are morons. I love them. I wish they were in the Elbaf story more. Look at that. They're power scaling themselves. We love it. We love it here. We love it here. How absurd. Haki is a power that must be understood and tamed. Your captain is one of the 4 emperors. You should be meticulous if you intend to have his back. Ooh. My bad. You know, he's getting the rough stick of it. That's a ooh, what the heck? I don't know why that's happening on... That should only be showing up on my Twitch. Why is that automatic thing showing up on my Twitch? That's weird. It's because I have Mix It Up open. I didn't know that would do... Where's that coming from? I honestly don't know what bot is doing that. I was like, Mix It Up isn't connected to my YouTube? Weird. This is such an interesting conversation, though. Like, this definitely does feel like an old man talk. Like, the old man's, like, this is the traditional way of doing this. And then, like, these guys are so... Like, this is almost showing, like, how much more powerful end of series, like, Zoro is. If, you know, if he's at where he is now with Conqueror's Haki, but, like, not even, like, having trained it. Because, like, Luffy was doing, like, some silly stuff pre-time skip, you know, in Marineford and all that with Conqueror's Haki and Amazon Lily and Impel Down. But then he got training, and then he figured it out and stuff. And if you think about it, Zoro hadn't really trained with all of that. Zoro hasn't actually trained his Conqueror's Haki, so the stuff he's leaking off is just that. I guess he says it's been oozing off you. He's really only used it in, you know, he really only used it against King so far. I don't think he didn't use it against Lucci. Maybe he did, and I am just not remembering. I might have something to say about that in a future video anyways, about the anime version of Zoro versus Lucci versus the manga version, where it's just like right in the background and just and then Toei be glazing him in the anime with that whole thing where he's like up there and he's spinning him around and stuff and giving him all that. But I don't think he uses Conqueror's Haki. So he's only used it once, but I guess it's oozing. Hey, old man, what about me? Hiruden, you're pathetic. You'd rather sit back and let these outsiders save our homeland? I'm right here. Use me. Wow, Loki's caring. Loki cares. Loki cares. What's up, Dot? What's up, Mr. Dot? Thank you for stopping by. I'm just yapping. I don't know. We got Luffy here, though. You know what? Zoro's been a good boy. Zoro's been a good boy, so Zoro gets to be on the cube. Sanji does not. Sanji's been bad. Zoro gets to be on the cube. There we go. Who's to say you won't side with the government? You could easily stab Elbaf in the back again. True, but you we're kind of in dire straits right now. Just like you did on that day. How can you expect me to trust you? Ooh, and Loki's like, why you yelling at me like that, man? Why you yelling at me like that, man? Hiruden, hurry. We can't let the casualties pile up anymore. Hey, Loki. Join... Ooh, what? No. We are not doing this. This has got to be a political move. This has got to be like a political move just to get him up. This is just like a, hey, he's on my crew anymore and you're part of the fleet, so you gotta help my crewmate. I think he's tricking Hiruden. Maybe. This is my coke before I read anymore, but oh, whoa. Before Yamato? Before Bonnie? Man, I know people were big on Bonnie. And, I wouldn't, if Bonnie had joined, I'd be like, this is pretty cool. This is nice. But it looks like she's taking the sideline, which is sad. Bro, I've been watching the anime. Well, actually, I haven't watched this past week, but anime do be popping right now. It got me back onto, like, actually watching anime weekly, All it took was Kuma. If he does, then you can't complain if I free him, right, Hiruden? But he's like, what? Oh, he's just, boy, howdy, those words are powerful. We have not seen Luffy say, join my crew, in, like, a decade. It's been over a decade since Luffy has, like, said that. Which is, so, like, those are important words that can't be glossed over, Just get real, Luffy. There's no way we'd fit him on the ship. Yeah, think of the food supplies. He eats even more than you do. Elbaf doesn't seem to want him, but he seems okay to me. Besides, if he tries anything, I can always beat him up. Well, you haven't fought him, like, when he's, like, at full strength yet, so. Don't mess with me, you runt. There's no way I'm becoming your underling. That's true. I didn't think that Loki would do that. Also, boy, what would that say about the monster trio? Because, like, I think Sanji would be out. Sanji's already looking bad today. You know, he's associating himself with Jinbei. But if Loki joins, like Sanji, I think you're out. I think you're outsy, man. He even said it was probably Fishman Island. I don't think he's literally said that since. He never said that to Yamato. He never said that. Never said that. So I think it's literally been since Fishman Island that he has said the words "join my crew." So Fishman Island, which is well over a decade ago. You're going off your gut, huh, Straw Hat? I can't wait to see how he fights. Hi, Rudin. What are you doing? The lift's ready. Let's go. I'm coming now. Sorry, Straw Hat. Loki is a condemned criminal in Elbaf. I can't just hand him over to you. Really? Hi, Rudin. Release Loki. Scopper's like, you didn't see what I saw. Scopper's like, I guess so, man. I don't know. I wasn't watching it at that time. But yeah. Scopper's like, ayo. Ayo, put some people up. He didn't see Emu, but he was like, bro, Gunko's some serious stuff up there. And plus all the nightmare creatures is just like, yeah. Hopefully. You know what? I'm taking a prediction that someone is going to use powerful enough Conqueror's Haki just to, like, make all the nightmare things just, like, go away. That they're not actually going to fight all of the nightmare creatures. They're just going to, like, Conqueror's Haki them, just, like, whoosh, just get them out. Someone's going to use it. Loki or Luffy or someone. I don't know. But he's like, release Loki. What was that, Yasun? 14 years ago, Loki murdered 13 of the castle guard. He left Elder Ja Rule at the brink of death. Killed his own father in cold blood. He's the worst criminal our country's ever known. I know, but on that day, I felt a strange emanation of Haki coming from West Castle. Shanks and I went there to investigate. Looking back, it's possible we didn't have the whole story. Ooh, this would have been before. This would have been before chapter 1, I think. Because Luffy would have been, well, actually, I don't know. 14 years ago? I don't know if this is before or after. Because Luffy was like 5. I think he's 18 right now. Unless he's 19. You went to the castle? What the? Wait, did you just say Shanks? Yeah, they knew each other 14 years ago. Golly. Stanson, I'm sorry. Go ahead without me. Zoro, Sanji, I'll catch up in a bit. Y'all go get pulverized by people. We'll. Okay. So we're doing. Okay, so it's in 3 sections. You know, the weak Straw Hats, and then it's going to be the medium Straw Hats fighting. So Zoro and Sanji fighting first, and then Luffy and Loki are going to come up at the end. Okay. This dumb Shanks thing. Zoro! Zoro! Hey, don't call Shanks dumb. He means you're the dumb one. Huh. Okay, well, don't be disrespecting your captain like that. Like, I guess, like, this is, like, what got you into this whole Loki situation to begin with, I guess. And part of it is, like, hey, You shouldn't even be looking for Shanks. When you're ready, Shanks is going to come to you type situation. You should just be focused on being a cool pirate and getting the One Piece, and then Shanks will show up. So you shouldn't be like forcing this. But I guess if he wants to know more, then yeah. But that's interesting, though. Gaban. Hirunden. Who else can get him talking? You may have had different brothers. You may have had different mothers, but you're still brothers. You have 3 minutes to explain, Loki. Tell me what happened in the castle 14 years ago. If you truly consider yourself a warrior of Elbaf, swear on our gods that what you say is the truth. That's cruel, brother. And they're going up. You really want me to relive that day? I don't want to remember. It was an awful day. Look! Up in the sky! All right! We're getting into the flashback! Finally! Finally! Flashback time! Yes! Time for peek! Huh, it's Loki. Loki's returned. Elder Jarul just arrived too. He summoned you too, Loki? Something like that. This is my family's home, you know. You seem well, old man. You haven't grown sick of life yet? Quiet, you. The king is in the audience chamber. I wonder what he wants. It's hard to care about the whims of a government dog. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. He sold out to the people who killed Rock. What? Rock mentioned. Wee-woo, wee-woo, wee-woo. Who needs to be on here? I don't even know. Zoro's done. Oh, we'll put Nami on here because I like Nami. He sold out the people who killed Rocks. If that's the direction Elbaf's heading, then I'll oppose it. So they're like full on, like we're in the government. We're in the world government right now. And we're trying to change our leaf. He sold out the people who killed Rocks. Who would that be? Who killed Rocks? You know? Like, I would think that it would have been like Roger, honestly. Either Roger or... I don't know. I mean, this is only 14 years ago, so, I mean, like, Rocks has been out for a bit, though. Well, yeah, no. If that's the direction Elbaf's heading, then I'll oppose it. You're being loud. I'm too old for this stuff. Politics is a young man's game. Are we going to get any Big Mom stuff? Are we going to get any Big Mom stuff? That'd be cool, too. We're in this mess because you keep spouting that kind of nonsense. Now we've got a whole generation of peace-addled brats who can't even hold a weapon. He's dotting. Could be Garling. He sold out. Okay, no, I read that wrong. He sold out to the people who killed Rocks, not he sold out the people who killed Rocks. No. He sold out to the people who killed Rocks, which were the world government. I misread that. Probably Garling. I don't know. I don't think that Garling could beat Rocks. I don't think that Prime Garling probably would have beat Prime Rocks unless there was some thinkery. That's a sign of the times. It's nice to know that my great-great-grandchildren won't see combat. They want peace. It's so weird that this is like 14-year-old flashback that, like, Colin is alive right now. Like, those kids, all the kids right now in Elbaf are technically alive in this flashback, which is so silly. Coward. It's your duty to whip them into shape. What's that sound? It's coming from the throne room. Thank you for coming, Elder Jarul. Loki. I mean, young master, it's a pleasure to have you back. Of course. Well, let me just consult with the king. He summoned me, and this is my home. Shut up, idiot. Yeah. Ah, young master, violences. Old man, I'm back. Ooh. What's going on? Your Majesty. Harold, what the hell are you doing? Bro, what is going on around here? What is this mutiny of sorts? What's happening here? So, all of... let me think of what's happening right now. Because all of his, like, security forces, who are all giants as well, and oh my gosh, Harold is way bigger. So, Harold was huge. Huge. Loki-sized. Hyrule came out so small. He came out so tiny. What is the dealio, though? I wonder if they're being mind controlled, if it's like some devil fruit thing. I don't think so. I think it's just some sort of treachery. Like, I wonder if, like, the world government paid them. I'm speculating now. It might show up in just a second, but, like, I don't know. This is... that is a cold picture, though. Like, this is the type of stuff that I'm so glad that I read the manga for. That, like, this type of stuff I don't think would hit as well in the anime. Maybe it would, but the way things are paced, I don't know. It's just crazy that they both walked in on this. But this might be a thing of, like, all of, like, these guards and people are like, oh, we don't like the way Elbaf is going, so we're taking over the king, which is exactly what Loki wants to do, but these guys are killing his dad, so it doesn't actually matter, so he's mad. Even though these guys and Loki probably actually want the same thing, but... going and killing his dad in an dishonorable way is not cool. And then we're going to Gabon's house. Oh boy, what a staggering view. This is the best, right? It's been quite a while since we've shared a bath. How long's it been? Maybe 3-4 years? Get real. It's been 10 years since the captain died. Ooh, that long, huh? That must feel like forever ago to you, huh? Yeah, life's completely changed. I honestly just want to be a carefree pirate with Buggy. Oh! Oh! Still, Elbaf. Oh, that's actually getting to me. No, that actually gets to me. Because, Because the chapter with those two that came out, pretty much the last, like, Buggy chapter that we had, where oh, no, I can't even talk about it. That's one of my favorite chapters. Legit. That little flashback of... Ooh, I don't know why I'm getting emotional over that. Over that little line right there. Because that's one of my favorite chapters of their argument after their death, of when he was like, hey, join my crew, but I'm not going after the One Piece. And then, like, Buggy just, like, didn't understand why he said that. And then that's when they had their falling out. And he was like, man, I thought you were going to be the next king of the pirates. And then he's like, I just trusted you. Oh, and now he's saying, like, oh, and now he's saying, I wanted to do that. I wanted to take you up on, I wanted us to do that together. Oh, ooh, that's going to get me. Oh, that's making me, I don't know. I might be looking too into that line, but it's just making me remember that little moment with those two. And it's one of my favorite moments, like, in One Piece. Like, legit. One of my favorite chapters was that Buggy chapter. I honestly wanted to be a carefree pirate with Buggy. Still, Elbaf, there's some things I'd like to know. Understandable. You were a child of destiny, but let's not dwell on tricky topics today, Shanks. Yeah, you were a fucking celestial dragon. Say, remember Little Garden? The island where we met Dory and Bragi? Of course. Did they go there? I guess so. I don't remember. I don't remember if that was a thing that they mentioned or not. Hot enough, Yasan? Shank-kun? Oh boy, hot enough? What are you doing? What are you doing down there, Ripley? Oh, you scared me. Shank-kun? It's great. Thanks, Ripley. Oh, and there's Colin right there. This spot really is the best. So this is what a human giant household is like. Have some lingoberry tart. Lingoberry? Oh boy. I don't know what you're talking about with a tattoo just yet. Oh, that right there, yeah. Is that his nasty little stub? You know what? Would you put a tattoo on your little stub arm? Probably. At that point, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that means. It looks like a compass, but... Ew. Ew, I don't want to think about that nasty stub, though. We haven't seen the stub. We've never actually seen the stub. He's always got the big coat on over him, so we don't... so it's not really shown that... Unless this is before. Unless I'm going crazy, and this is actually before it even happened, I actually am not... I don't know. I might be very stupid. This might literally be before it happened. And I'm getting things mixed up. But where's Yasopp? What do you mean Shanks is by himself? Where's Yasopp? What's Yasopp doing in all this? Shank-kun, got any juicy old stories about Yasun? About Gabon? Oh, I've got one. Anytime we made it to a port, there were... Who knows how many... Ooh, he was about to say hoes. There were them hoes everywhere. There were them ladies everywhere. He went, yeah. I know, Bone. That... I'm going to be thinking about that line for a while. I'm going to have to go back to that chapter again. You brat. If you want to make it out of this country alive, you'll zip it. You know Harold. He's the king of Elbaf. The people think of him like a god. Yeah, I met him at Mary Joie. We got along all right. What? What? Shanks! Shanks! What? When? When? Like when you were a celestial dragon? Or do you like just go up and visit every once in a while? Also, when is this? So like we saw that crazy stuff. I guess it's just happening at the same time. This is insane. Oh, you think he has the teleport tattoo? Ooh, I'll have to look back and see. We couldn't speak freely in the Holy Land. Now that we're both in this country, I really want to talk to him before it's too late. This is a very young-looking Shanks, too. Holy moly. That day, the massacre at the castle took place. Elbaf's most beloved king, Harold the Benevolent, lost his life. Oh, dang. So we don't even get any Harold stuff right now. That's crazy. I'm sure we'll get more Harold stuff later. But, like, boy, he's already dead. He's already dead. 14 years ago? You know what? Now that's starting to make sense. Because how long was it? How long did he train? How long has he had the fruit? Was it 7 years? He wasn't 10. He was way younger than 10, I think, so. Maybe it was 7 years. And I guess 9 at this point. So yeah, no. You're right. No, this is way before. So he does. Okay, but well, they made it to where he's got 2 fucking hands right there. You fucking dumbass. What, you fucking stupid? Harold the Benevolent lost his life, though. What's this? Let us out. Who closed the gate? Help! And then, you know, Elder Ja Rule. Ooh! Gotten stabbed right in the face. Someone. This is the forbidden devil fruit passed down with an Elbaf. But just how did this man come to be so highly regarded by his people? So, he saw the betrayal happening to Harold. So Loki just goes on a rampage and probably just kills all of those people in that room. And then I'm assuming that Ja Rule's like, hey, let's not just massacre everyone just yet. And then he got like kind of caught in the crossfire or something. Maybe the sword, I don't know. I'm wondering now if Ja Rule is lying about what happened. I'm trying to remember what Ja Rule specifically said about that day. Or if it's like, oh, I got stabbed in the head. So I don't know. There is also the whole theory of like that all of these guys are actually possessed or something, or that they were something like that. Like they were, you know, Domi of the first seed. But they all look pretty tiny in comparison. So I'm going to say that that's not the case. Because we know they get very big. But just how did... Are we going to go back in time again? Who knows? Oh, a long time ago. 109 years before the present day. That's pretty far. If you asked anyone what the scariest thing on the sea was, the answer would always be the same. The giant warrior pirates. That was how things were in that era. In that age, even ships from the land of the giants evoked immense fear due to Elbaf's reputation. It's a giant ship! I heard there's a beautiful princess in your castle. Let's have a peek. Ha! He was one of the reasons for said reputation. Whoops! My foot slipped. Your Majesty, please stop this. Yeah! Bara! Okay. Okay, so Harold wanted... Okay. Harold was one of these kinds of guys. What freaking time is it, by the way? Okay, no, I got not a lot of time left. Harold began his reign at 45 years of age. Just 15 in human terms. Despite this, King Harold, remarkably enough, was pure scum. Go on, tell me who your god is. Okay, then. Bro, I guess Oimo and Kachi, yeah, that would make sense that they're still alive. That they're alive at this point. And then, Broggy's looking young right there, too, man. Dory looks, I guess Dory, yeah, is Dory. Dory ain't got the facial hair right there. So he's just like looking in there, being silly. And then he just smashes his face in. He's just being a silly guy. Okay. Who really did close the gate? I don't know. This was a good chapter. This is a pretty good chapter. There's a lot. This is a long chapter, too. Like, we cannot gloss over the fact that Luffy said, join my crew. Obviously this ain't gonna be a big thing. He's at most, he'll be honorary at the end of this. He's not gonna, like, join the crew. You know, I think we're done with that. Unless this next thing just like goes nutso. Why does it say I have 100 views? By the way, people have just been like clicking on and off or something, and 7 concurrent views too. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, it was a long chapter, which is like, oh boy, because I'm about gotta head to work in 2 minutes, so I don't know how much discussion time I have on this. I might not have a lot, but. Yeah, there was a lot going on. Like, we're learning more about Shanks just, like, casually being like, hey, yeah, I go to the Holy Land. Like, we haven't technically seen, like, the baby Shanks thing isn't canon yet of, like, them just, like, finding Shanks as a baby. Even though we know that he's been on the pirate crew thing. You know, he's been on Roger's crew for a very long time, since he was, like, super duper little. But now we know that he, like, kind of has, like, gone up and down every once in a while. I guess he's not, like, ostracized or nothing. I don't know. I don't know how people think, what people think of him. You know, you'd think it would be similar to, you know, Doflamingo's dad. But I don't know. That's all interesting, though. He's like, I want to talk to him before it's too late. Foreshadowing, it's too late. Let us out. Who closed the gate? I mean, Loki is probably the one who closed the gate, though. Oh, and then there's, like, a little, like, observation hockey on, like, oh, they know what's going on. I am sad that it looks like Chopper's gonna be out of things. I was hoping that Chopper would pull up with the rest of them, you know? I was hoping that that would kind of be the case. And I was like, that's kind of epic. That would be really epic if it was like the Monster Trio and Loki, and then Chopper was also there too. You know, the one, the character that can turn into a giant. You know, the character that can turn into a giant. I swear, if Chopper does not go into his giant form on Elbaf before the end of this arc, I am going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. If he does not do Monster Point at least once, he doesn't even have to, like, beat a Pert. I would love for him to defeat something. You know, let him beat up, like, one nightmare creature. I don't know. Can he beat up one nightmare creature? Oh, no, it's Loki. Chopper isn't... Monster Point is not that big. Like, people forget. I mean, I think that Oda kind of... Loki forgets as well. I don't remember the exact chapter of it, sadly. I don't remember the exact chapter. I know it's in the 300s. Golly, I even have it too. Okay, no, whoa, no. It's like, no. Okay. Oh, golly. When things start going in his life, they start just going. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly which one it is. Water 7. Yeah, I know. This is the best thing that's ever happened to anything ever, you know. Like, I mean, that's kind of a good... It's probably a couple back now. Like, he's not that big, you know. Like, that's the size of Kumadori, who's, like, a regular guy. And, like... So, Monster Point is, like... This is, like, slightly taller than Kaido. Technically. Like, look, that's Frankie! That's Frankie! That's Frankie and that's Chopper right there, you know. Like that's like that Loki's this is not even Monster Point is not even to Loki's knees. Like, I think it's technically bigger now. I think that, like, if you look at, like, Fishman Island Monster Point, he's way bigger. But, like, at this point in the story, like, Monster Point is, like, a little bigger than Kaido. Maybe. But, like, even if you go back to Wano, I don't even think that Monster Point is bigger than Queen. I think that monster, like, at least like Brontosaurus form, he's not even bigger than Queen. So, I don't know. What do we have up to all the color one? 1061? Yeah, there has not been hasn't been a good colored chapter in a hot second, man. Hasn't been one. Also, these colors are so whack. We need more colored mangas. Manga chapters. We need more colored manga chapters. Golly, I'm embarrassed that I don't know the chapter number for the buggy one. 10 something something. There it is. 1082. 1082. Literally one of my favorite chapters. And I remember where I was too when it happened. I remember being in Texas. This was a bad week. This was like the worst week of my life that this came out too. Legitimately. Like this one little panel of like both he and I rode on the Pirate King ship, but neither of us were able to go to Laugh Tale with the others. Think back. When you were young, what did you want to be? I could see that Shanks had so much promise ahead of him that I gave up on my dreams. I don't even know. We don't even know what his dreams were. I mean, he said that his dream is that he wanted to be Pirate King, but obviously the term Pirate King wasn't even a thing until after Roger became Pirate King, so Buggy's dream couldn't be to become Pirate King just yet, anyways. The day of Gold Roger's death, 24 years ago, golly. Don't you remember what you said, Shanks? That you'd take your own ship to Laugh Tale one day. Yeah, and I've changed my mind. For now, I don't feel like trying to get there. What? But I'll still be a pirate. Does he not have he doesn't have the scar, yeah, no. You're not who I thought you were, Shanks. Aren't you gonna be the king of the next generation? Bro, that line, this panel right here is like, probably like the most important Buggy panel, I think. I legit think it is. I think it's like literally one of his like most important like lines right there. His one of the most important like thoughts. That and this one, like I gave up on my dreams because of you. And then he's like, I ain't doing that. You bet on the wrong horse, mofo. And then he's like, but still like, let's roll up together. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna work under you. I thought Captain Rogers' wish was for you to follow in his footsteps. Don't tell me you've forgotten that you lost my treasure map. And then he's like, oh, and then he's deflecting. And then he deflects right there. I haven't forgotten. So until the next time we meet, we're enemies. Bruh. And then we get right here. Him saying, I honestly just wanted to be a carefree pirate with Buggy. What? What? Bro. It's so crazy. Like they were both Oh man, it makes this falling out between them, between the two of them, like even like tougher, you know? Ah man. So like that almost got me today. That like that already like messed with me a little bit. This little chapter. This is already one of my favorite Elbaf chapters. Just from that right there, that little bit of emotion right there. But yeah, this is crazy. The shot of Harold being stabbed is crazy. Loki join my crew is crazy. I like Luffy. I like this little panel of Luffy too, being like, you can count on me. You know, we're talking about Kakurosaki. We did get, ooh, you know, we got some Sanji big oofs today, admittedly, you know, which is like, oh boy. Sanji fans are in the mud, which, you know, I do like Sanji. I am a Sanji enjoyer, probably over a Zoro enjoyer, but I was never really on that like band of like caring that much. I didn't really care about that all that much until like it's so crazy because like I feel like a lot of that vitriol happened in Egghead of all places, like in the community. I feel like the community really started to like be on this Sanji versus Zoro thing around Egghead, and that ramped up even more. Even though both of them didn't really do much in Egghead. Like, it was not a story that had either of them doing that much besides just, like, some support roles. But for some reason, I feel like just because nothing was actually going on with them, is that just, like, whatever little like, snippets, whatever morsels people got in Egghead of those two, just, like, blew out of proportion anytime any little thing would say anything about them in Egghead. Which, like, in Wano, it's just like, okay, yeah, those two are fighting, and it's just like, we want to see the cool guys fight, and the cool guys are fighting, so everyone's happy. But, you know, people have been getting kind of restless because Sanji and Zoro haven't gotten a real fight yet. So the discussion on, like, them versus their enemies, there has been less of. So they're just having to be pit against each other all the time now. So I feel like to heal this Zoro versus Sanji like stuff, we need them to like both fight opponents in a good drawn out fight. That's my theory though. But I feel like the vitriol was not as bad when I was reading Wano. And it was just like really bad in Egghead, like with like Lucci and all that, you know. But this little Kakurosaki thing where you even mentioning Jinbei, that was a bad look. It's a funny thing. You know, Oda's like, oh, I'm going to do like a little funny thing because, you know, Sanji's a punching bag. Sanji's just a punching bag, you know. But, you know, I'm a Chopper fan, so, you know, how do you think I feel? Where they're just like, Chopper, just stay down here. It's Chopper, you don't get to fight. You don't get to throw a punch this arc. When was the last time he threw a punch? You want to know the last time Chopper threw a punch? It was in Udon. It was in Udon prison. It was in Udon prison. Was the last time. Well, like he smacked Queen a little bit. But last time Chopper got a punch that did anything to anyone was literally in Udon prison. I remember like listening to a podcast at the time and then being like, oh yeah, Chopper just punched a guy. That's probably going to be the last time Chopper does anything significant in this story. And then he was actually right because Chopper hasn't. I mean, he does his doctor and saves people and helps and stuff and whatnot. But like, you know, he's already on. We're putting you over there. You know, you were in the story for 3 chapters, Chopper, and now you're gonna sit here and chill with Scopper for the rest of the time. And it's like, okay, that's fun, Dan. So, you know, if you think Sanji stands are hurting, you know, me as a chopper stand, it's hurtful. But regardless of those two things, I'm glad we're in flashback mode. We're finally in flashback time. I've been waiting for this. I did not expect us to be going 100 years back to, like, super young King Harold. And he's a little silly guy, you know? So, obviously, there's going to be character progression in my One Piece. Characters acting one way and then going through a sort of arc and acting a different way afterwards in my One Piece? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. That don't happen. But I got to get to work. Thank you for everyone who stopped by. Thank you for all the concurrent viewers. Mr. Bones, Rocky, Dot, Brosai was there at the beginning as well. Fangy, Jalen, all y'all. And for the 126 people who, I guess, showed up for like a minute and 20 seconds, because that's my average view duration. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Nope, no break. So we're back into it. Yes, have a good weekend as well. But I got to get to work because I'm late for that. So I got to go. Goodbye.